Hey there guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So what happened is, right, I just woke up in the morning and went to the ChatGPT website, and I just went to the model pane to try out the models, and what I saw is a completely new feature. At first actually I thought that it was a new model, but turns out it's a fine-tuned version of GPT-4o, as it's mentioned, GPT-4 with Canvas. Collaborate on writing and code. So I just tried it out a bit. So what we'll be doing is that we'll try out the writing first, maybe writing stories, something like that. After that, I'll be moving on into coding, and I have split the video into chapters. So if you want to move into a particular topic of your interest, then you can go for it. So let's click GPT-4 with Canvas. Okay. So it's intelligent enough that it identifies when Canvas mode has to be activated. For example, let's do something in Canvas. Now you can see it just opened this new Canvas mode. At the left pane you can see you have this old chatting interface, but at the right you have this Canvas, which is very similar to the artifacts which we have in Claude. Now let's ask it to give us something complex. For example, what is warp drive and its relation with quantum mechanics? So it's a kind of a complex topic, but I'll tell you why I picked that. So now we can see that it has given us all of this information. Now for example, you like this, but you want is you want a heading to all these paragraphs. So what you can do is, for example, let's ask it, give heading to each paragraph. See, now instead of writing everything again, what it's doing is it is just applying this edits in a wave. So now you can see you have these edits. For example, you also want a title for this. So let's ask it, give it a title. Okay, I really like this, this wave kind of animation. Okay, so now you see that you have this title, but for example you don't like this title. I mean, like, for example, the size of the title is not that good. You can just select this, and here you see you have ask chat gpt option, bold, italics, and here you can change into different heading sizes. So let's do it at heading 1. Now you can see that it looks way better. Now what else you can do is, for example, you want to make some changes into this paragraph. So you can just click this button over here, and here you can see it asks edit or explain. Now let's click and let's tell that oh my god. Okay, so let's ask it, since it's a introductory paragraph, make it more interesting to gather the audience. Okay, so now you can see instead of writing the whole paragraph again, it has just made it a bit more interesting. So you can make these kind of inline edits. You can for example, you can select particular lines as well and ask ChatGPT from here, and you can make those similar edits from here as well. Now if you see at the bottom right corner, right, you have these options. So if you click suggest edits, it will automatically scan the whole information and suggest edits. You can see, for example, let's have a look at this. Consider adding a more concrete or surprising fact about warp drive to immediately capture the reader's attention and provide a sense of plausibility. Okay, so let's apply this. It seems like it does take some time though. Okay, now it has applied the edits. Now what are the other features? For example, you want to adjust the length. For example, this is quite long if you ask me. What we'll do is, right, we'll just adjust the length to be shortest. You have these slider, so you can fine tune the length of the paragraph as well. You can go the longest and the shortest. For example, let's do the longest. Let's see how long it goes. Then from there we'll go to shortest. Okay, I think it at least added it around it at least added around I think 4 to 5 paragraphs, right? It's quite long now. Let's do the shortest. Okay, I think it maybe is equal to the size we had previously. So let's see. At the top right corner, you can see you have this option of going to the previous version. So let's see this one. Yeah, I think the latest one is quite similar in size to the first one. So for example, if you go undo, right, if you go back, you can see it is asking you are viewing a previous version. Restore this version to make edits. So if you restore this version, let's do this one. Okay, if you restore this version, so this will become the current one, and all these suggest edits and everything will start to appear. So what else we can do is, it is kind of a very complex topic. So what you can do over here is click on reading level, and you can just change to various levels. For example, high school, college, graduate school, kindergarten, middle school. So let's go to kindergarten and let's see how it explains that. Let's Okay, it's again suggesting edits. Let's do one thing. We'll adjust the length to be even shorter. Let's see. Okay, now it's pretty nice. So let's have it. Warp drive, a fun way to travel super fast. Warp drive is an idea from shows like Star Trek. It talks about traveling super fast by bending space. A spaceship with warp drive would squish space in front and stretch it behind, helping it move quickly like magic. Warp drive needs special thing to work. Scientists study tiny particles in quantum mechanics, so I think it's still out of kindergarten's level. Let's try it even harder. Okay. Now let's try this out. Warp drive is a cool idea from TV shows like Star Trek. It means going super fast in space. Okay. Now it feels like it's getting somewhere. So what you can also do is you can tell it to add emojis. So let's use that. Okay. I like this one. Warp drive. Okay, it's pretty nice. So what we'll do is maybe let's ask it remove emojis from places where it seems forced and is not required. Let's see. Okay. Now you can see it just making in place edits instead of writing the whole paragraph again. So what we'll do is we'll add finish polish. So what I saw is finish polish corrects the grammars and sentences. So before doing that, I think the best thing will be to make some errors. For example, let's remove this 2 from here. From here, let's remove and. So let's do final polish and let's see what happens. Okay, now it added the and over here. It added the 2 also here. So it corrects the grammar as far as I have seen. So one more thing that you can do over here is right now, for example, you want to add some paragraph in between or add something at the end. What you can do is, for example, let's do over here an intro. Let's write intro. Okay, wait. Let's write intro and we'll ask ChatGPT to give a good comedic sequence or a imaginative example and in bold italics. Let's try this out. So now you can see, you can make these in place edits. Imagine you're riding a roller coaster, but instead of loops and drops, you are zooming past stars, dodging space rocks, and maybe even giving a friendly wave to an alien ship. Alien sipping space coffee. Okay, that's pretty nice. So personally, I am thinking to use it, for example, to write out my YouTube scripts. That will be pretty nice. So let's move from writing to actually coding. So just as I told you, right, for example, you don't have to specify that, open canvas or let's try in canvas, especially for coding. And why I'm telling that, because for example, you just type, let's open canvas. So if you open canvas and here you tell it to give me for example, give me a snake game in Python. So you can see this is not in the markdown format, right? It's not completely in the markdown format, these sections, all of these. And here the options are also for writing and not for coding. So what I mean is, for example, let me just start up a new canvas and you can just directly tell it to give me a snake game in Python. So as soon as you do that, it automatically moves into this coding section, and here you can see it's quite different from what we saw. So you should not do that. For example, try to open canvas something, so it will not be optimum for coding. Here you can see, if we talk about this interface, this is very different from that one. You can see lines of code, and it is very similar to a code editor. And also at the bottom right corner, all the options have changed. It is code review. You can port to a language, for example, Python. It's already in Python. You can move to C++, PHP, Java, JavaScript, TypeScript, all of that. So let's keep it in current. You can fix bugs, add logs, add comments. So this kind of lined interface is actually very nice. If you are into coding, right, sometimes it mentions that this line has some error, and explaining that to ChatGPT is kind of hard. Whereas here it automatically identifies the line, so it's pretty easy. Since it has given us this code, right, let's first try this out. Okay, let's play. Nice. Let's exit. So now, for example, you just want to make small edits. For example, let's ask it to change the background to black and the foot to red and the snake in green color. So as you have told this edit, right, you can see it goes line by line. So this is very similar to cursor exactly does diffs like this. So as you can see, it just making the edits instead of writing you the whole code again. So let's try this out. Just copy this and okay. Okay, that's pretty awesome. Let's quit this. Okay. So what else do we have here? It has fixed bugs, add logs. So if you add if you want to add logging in your code so that you can debug it further, then it will be very nice. Let's add comments. So let's see. Okay, so it's going line by line, and here you can see it is adding comments, very subtle comments to make it more readable. So all of this, is it happens mostly in a code editor. So let's try fixing bugs. I don't think it's changing anything. Okay, it did make some changes here. I've reviewed the code and fixed potential bugs, including the inconsistent rounding of foot coordinates and ensuring the snake does not move in the opposite direction, which could cause an immediate game over. Okay, so it has disabled the option of moving back. Let's try this out. So now you can't just go back. Nice. Let's quit this. I think especially if you talk about coding, right? I mean we should have had this option for the O1 models, but you can see all the other models are just grayed out. So you can, once you are in this mode, you can only use this model. You can't switch between models when you are in in this mode. So now you also have code review. Let's try this out. Okay, it is similar to the suggest edit features that we had in the writing section. Okay, so it is suggesting edits. What's it doing? Consider adding pygame quit after setting game over to true to ensure proper closure of resources when quitting the game. Okay, leave that. Consider allowing the speed to increase over time for a more challenging gameplay. Okay, this is interesting. Let's apply this. We don't want all of this. So I think this is a very good feature because just copying the code, pasting in the code editor, then from copying the code from there, pasting here, asking edits, it was very non-productive. It's nice. So we can also make some edits over here, right? Let's do something and we'll make some edits. Let's increase the canvas, for example, 1920 to 1080. It will be a size of a YouTube video. Okay. So once you make these changes, you can just copy it and paste it. Let's try. Wait, we have some errors. Cannot access local variable snake speed where it is not associated with a value. Okay, so it has found some error. Let's see if this is able to find it out. Code review. Will it be able to find it out? Where is the error? It's in line 148, line 141. Okay, let's see. So it was not able to find out. So it has the general perks of the GPT-4. It's not a very, awesome model and doing everything. So let's try something. We'll apply these edits. So now let's copy it. Let's see if this issue was resolved or not. Okay, no, we don't see anything. So let's copy this error. I think we have to try the old method. Copy and paste. Okay, so now let's see. Now it's making the edits right in place. Okay, so now let's try it out. Oh, now it works, and the canvas is quite larger just because the edit that I made. Okay, maybe we should try decreasing the size. So let's head back and let's make it 800 and 600 again. Wait, once we mentioned the error, right, it was able to do it. What we'll do is, we'll wait, just wait. Yeah, this one. We'll restore this version which didn't run, right? Let's see. This is the exact one. And yeah, so this is the one. It didn't run. So let me first, just change this to normal. And now we'll tell it to find the bug. I'll delete it. So it should not be in the context as well. I'll just say thanks. Maybe that will do. Okay. So now we are at this code. Okay. Now we'll tell it to fix the bugs right from here. Let's see if it's able to make the code run. Because that is what fixing bugs means, right? I reviewed the code and fixed potential issues such as recursive call leading to stack overflow, ensuring let's leave. Let's just run this code. Okay, that didn't work. Now it'll have to fix it again. We have some edits. Let's do one thing. Let's apply all the edits it's suggesting us. It's okay. It did apply the edits. Let's copy it and paste. Let's see if it works now. Okay, so it doesn't work. So it has its the typical drawbacks of being a not very good model in coding. So maybe, but if we had this model for O1 preview or O1 mini, it would have been better. So what do you guys think? What will you use this canvas mode for? Do tell me down in the comments. If you like this video, do consider subscribing and liking this video. Thank you guys for watching.